My name's Leslie Morgan and I'm the General Manager at the Iscoyd Park Hotel. I do various things from weddings, functions, conferences, exhibitions, everything really, with a focus then on weddings. We've got a few dedicated wedding coordinators, and from the minute they walk through the door they get a show around with that wedding coordinator. They will work with them then right the way towards the day, planning their menus, helping them with their seating plans, things like that.
Hi, my name's Joanne and I'm one of the wedding coordinators here at Stradey Park Hotel. With the wedding coordinator's job, it's to start from the time of booking for each individual bride and groom, and we'll take you through every step of the way then up until the day of the wedding, and we're with you then for the whole day of the wedding until the evening, and we'll let you enjoy the rest of the evening then. There's lovely surroundings around this area. Within a 10-mile radius, you've got Park Howard, which has got lovely greenery there. The next best place for this year now is Sandy Water Park, which is, it's got the ducks there, with lovely backdrops in the water, or Llanelli beach area. Plus it's got Llanelli Castle, which is only just around the corner as well then, which is lovely. You don't get castles often. With the size of the weddings that we actually hold in the Stradey, we can do a minimum of which we have done of 4, and then we can cater all the way up to 300 sitting comfortably in the main Alexander suite.
And here we are in our Alexander suite, which is all set up for a wedding of about 80 guests. The room has been beautifully decorated by RSVP coordinators with candelabras, Swarovski crystal, lovely backdrop. Around here we've got the dance floor ready for this evening. All the lights here we have changed colours so they can vary to match your wedding theme.
We do actually cater then for smaller wedding breakfasts in the conservatory of up to 65-70 in there, so it's multi-task rooms that we've actually got then.
And this is our stunning rooftop lounge area with stunning views over the Gower Peninsula and Carmarthen Bay. This is what we probably use for drinks reception, canapes, for a summer wedding, out on the decking, canapes, drinks reception, lovely glass of Pimm's served up here.
With the catering we actually offer, we have set menus that we just introduced this year, plus we've got multi-range of other dishes that we actually offer. With the executive head chef, we do actually ask the bride and groom if there's anything in particular they do actually require, they can actually meet with him then. They can actually come to an agreement of what dishes actually complement other dishes as well.
We provide a lot of the services ourselves. So we could organise flower arranging, wedding decorating, decorating the venue. We work very well with all the local companies, RSVP coordinators being one of them, Welsh chocolate fountains, local florists. We all work together. We work well with each other as well, so that when brides come in, they can meet up with us together if they wanted to go through things, so that we know from the start then exactly what they want. The weddings are unique. I think the main reason here is because we only ever do one wedding on any one day. So the bride and groom are special from the start, really.
Yeah, I'm Phil Godsall from Iscoyd Park near Whitchurch, Shropshire. Iscoyd Park is situated on the Welsh side of the North Wales Shropshire border and is set in 18th century parkland. It's a red brick Georgian house which has been in our family since 1840, and the house dates back about 1740. My wife and I and 2 children moved here last year and we set about renovating the house. It needed quite a lot of work doing to it, and so we completely renovated it. The whole design of the house and the architectural plans drawn up were really with the idea of it being a top-end wedding venue. The ceremony room will seat up to 150 people, and it's known as the garden room. It's got huge arches which look out onto the lovely gardens beyond. It sticks with the character of the house, although it is a very different space, and it is perfect for a place for your wedding ceremony. And then we've got a more intimate space, which has a very different feel to it, that can do a ceremony for up to 60 people. It just has a very different feel. It's a much more traditional part of the house. It's got the old sort of family portraits and paintings, and it's a lovely room, very, very light. It's got 3 or 4 huge windows overlooking the garden. The morning room is called the morning room because it gets the sun pouring into the windows, and is an absolutely stunning room to have breakfast in. But we also use that for smaller dinners. If a bride and groom are here the night before their wedding, they often have a little sort of family gathering and a small dinner party in that room. The 3 principal bedrooms in the house have been designed by interior designer Susie Hoodless, and they are very individually designed. Each one's very different, but again, they're using all we use the family sort of portraits and pictures and furniture, but there's a very sort of contemporary feel about them too. So besides the 3 bedrooms in the house, we've currently got an estate cottage just on the edge of the estate by a brook in a beautiful location which sleeps 8 people in 4 double bedrooms. The food at Iscoyd is very, very important to us, and the quality of the food, and also the fact that each bride and groom gets exactly what they want. That usually occurs by having several meetings with our caterers, discussing menus and coming up with something that's bespoke and absolutely unique to that bride and groom. I think what makes Iscoyd different from other venues is that the house is a family house, and it has that feel. It's not a hotel. It doesn't feel corporate in any way. The service is extremely personal, and we and all the team get to know the bride and groom really quite well by the time they get married here. The whole feel of this house is that you're not being pushed on. There won't be another wedding coming on and you're being pushed out the door. You have time to really relax, enjoy, and take it all in.
Llangoed Hall is unique as a country house hotel. We don't have a reception. From the moment you come down the driveway and you see this imposing building, the next thing as you pull up and apply your handbrake, there will be a member of staff waiting to greet you. From the moment a prospective bride and groom make contact with us, I have my events manager, Lynn Tonkin, will take charge from the moment they make their first email.
My name is Lynn Tonkin. I'm the events manager at Llangoed Hall. I organise all the weddings and events here. Llangoed Hall is an outstanding venue, 23-bedroomed country house owned by the Ashley family. The average size wedding here is 80 guests. We have done weddings for 2 people, very quiet, very romantic, and we have much larger marquee weddings of up to 220 guests. Once they've booked with us, they get a wedding pack. Inside that, there's a little planner which tells them what they should be doing, when they should send out their invitations. It gives them a list of suppliers and everything else, even down to changing their passport before they go on holiday, that sort of thing, which is important at the end of the day. Then I create a wedding schedule for them. This is where the individuality comes in, because every wedding schedule is different. Some people like a longer period for reception drinks, some people like a shorter period, an earlier dinner, some people like a late dinner, so everyone is different. And I also work to the ethos of, if anything happened to me, it would still run beautifully on the day, and it's all there and it's documented. We work very closely with the local churches. So if a couple want to get married in a local church, that's fine. They get married there, they come back to the hotel. We offer reception drinks, canapes.
And this is the main hall at Llangoed Hall. This is probably the centrepiece of the hotel, with its roaring fires in the winter and summer alike. The whole room tastefully decorated with Elan-Bach fabrics, and it's one of those venues where you can have exclusive use of the hotel, take all 23 rooms, your wedding breakfast here, or non-exclusive, and that will mean any other guests that are here for the weekend will then just intermingle with your party.
With regard to the catering, we offer an extensive wedding menu. We've individually priced everything on that menu, so the price of the day, of the actual menu, depends on what the bride and groom choose.
This is room 3. This is what we use for the bridal suite. As you see, it's a magnificent room, individually decorated with Llanelli fabrics, one of our sister companies. Set in the south and east wing of the hotel, the windows are the main feature of this room. 4-poster bed, lovely table set, champagne on arrival. It is just a magnificent room.
I would say that Llangoed Hall is an outstanding wedding venue because of the setting, because the fact that it's slightly different to other hotels in that there isn't a reception desk. We rely on good staff, and that to us is our strength. When you see a 75-year-old lady sitting down halfway through a wedding looking very tired, it's lovely to see a very young member of staff going up to them and asking them whether they'd like a cup of tea. And that's in the middle of everything. You know, when it's chaotic, they still have time for individual guests, which I think makes us special.